Hi, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all. On a Monday evening. Had the weekend off, and it was a good weekend. Wasn't bad. I had some little issues, but getting older, looks like you're going to have issues every once in a while, huh? So we got to go do fasting blood work in the morning. So I went ahead and had me a big meal. I'll have me a last cup of coffee for the day, and then we'll fast at work tonight, and then we'll breakfast. If you never put those two together, breakfast is break fast. But anyway, we'll do that after the blood work in the morning. They scheduled it for 7:40 in the morning, so I'm gonna have to get off work. I doubt I'm gonna have time to. I never get off right on time, so I'm probably not gonna have time to run home and then go back, and I'll probably just leave from work and go over there and do that. Anyway, it's got to be kind of a quick shave because I've waited a little late doing other things. Slept some today. But we were talking about this Wet the Face, WTF, ZuZu's Petals. We were talking about this the other day. It's a rose scented soap, and a very nice rose scented soap. I appreciate it. It was given to me, of course. And we were talking about it, and I was digging through trying to figure out what to use tonight. That's what it looked like in the tub. And came across that, and I said, yep, that's what we're going to use tonight. So that's what we're going to use tonight. So anyway, I'm digging around for a razor. We'll use a two-sided thingy. I do that. And we're actually going to use an adjustable two-sided thingy. Look at there, dug a Fatboy out. So it's, adjustables, marketing gimmick in my book. Don't really see the need in it. Don't think you need to shave on one number and then turn it down and shave on another number and do all this idiotic stuff. I don't. Turn it up, leave it up, turn it loose. The only acceptable setting on an adjustable razor is wide open, right? Right. There we go. We'll get that out of the way to start with. As you can see, we didn't shave over the weekend. As a matter of fact, we didn't shave Friday night, and I'm trying to remember if I shaved Thursday night. I may have skinned it one day extra than I normally would. There wasn't a lot going on at work, and sometimes I do that to have a nice growth to shave. I started to shave with something like a featherweight tonight to show that even though they're considered milder feeling razors, they'll do good. But I haven't used the old Fatboy here in a while. Again, it was a gift. Thank you. I have some adjustables. One of the first safety razors I used. My mom had a Black Beauty. Is that a super adjustable? I think they were called. I remember that in the house growing up. I still have that razor. And then she, of course, had the Lady Gillette. Don't turn down a Lady Gillette if you get a chance to shave with it. They shave very well. I mean, it's just like a long handle super speed. Nothing in the world wrong with the super speed heads. Nothing at all. That's the way with the slims and the super slims and the Fatboy adjustables and all those. They're really close when it comes to the head designs, and they may be even really, really, really close. I've never taken a micrometer or anything to them and tried to figure it out because I really don't care enough. Truth for knowing about the matter. Oh, a Jayara's brush. That's a head off of a brush, and then he turned the handle to go, and it took the head off, screwed it onto the handle there, and away you go. So some people were busting them up and taking the knots out and using the knots, and on this one, just take the head off of the original brush, the Pro, and put it on. And it's a very, very, very nice brush, very well built. Love his handles. I have more than one. I have several that I've acquired over the years. All righty. There we go. We'll get us some ZuZu's Petals. Nice rose scent. It's not every rose is equal when it comes to scents, but it's really nice. It really is. Feels good on the face. I don't moisturize or anything like that, but it does feel good. Okay, so this is turned up. I don't know how old the blade is in it. Already had a blade in it. We're going to try it. If we need to, we can swap them out. Not like it takes long on one of these. I think it's going to be fine. Do believe it's going to be fine. Now, like I said, the whole adjustable thing is marketing, folks. I've never seen where you actually need to, well, we're going to start on this setting and then we're going to change to this setting and we're going to do that. That's just not needed. But, you know, a lot of people like things that aren't needed and it makes them feel good to use them. That's fine. You feel like you need to do that, do it. I would say learn better technique and you wouldn't need to, but that's just me being a cranky old guy. Oh yeah, nothing in the world wrong with that blade. Look at that. The Wilkinson blade. I tend to have a lot of Wilkinsons because there was something I could find pretty easy here a while back. I have a lot of Wilkinson sword blades in different packs and stuff. But that's just fine with me because they work really well. I know people get hung up in blades and they like a certain blade. Razor to razor, blade to blade, as long as it's sharp, it'll shave. But I've got some nice, you know, what people would consider nicer blades, Gillette's. I like the 7 o'clocks yellow. That was always one of my favorite blades when I pick and choose. I think I got a couple of those left somewhere. But it's not really that big a deal. Like I said, we're kind of having to move along tonight because I've waited a little bit late here and I do want to have time to shower and not have to rush too much on the way to work. Although I don't have to stop tonight and pick up a nibble. Usually I stop on the way and I pick up a salad. That's my normal thing to eat at work is a salad. It doesn't hurt my blood sugar really. And the local Roush's, our local grocery store here, has some nice pre-made salads. Got to be careful though. Got to be careful. I picked up one the other night and I didn't take time to really look at it. And when I got to work, the lettuce was not very good at all. It was wilted and it's really nasty. I called and told them about it because I was highly disappointed. Very rarely does that happen. But anyway, usually it's a really nice little salad. They have some that they've recently started making. They started selling or promoting more at least the Boar's Head brand in the deli meats and cheeses, and they're using some of those for their salads, and it's really good. You can get it. Sometimes they have a little side that's got some kind of little pepperoni or salami or whatever it is in it, and they put a nice. I got one the other day that had a nice Swiss cheese. I don't eat much of the cheese and stuff. I mostly stick to the leafy green vegetables and, you know, the cucumbers and a couple of tomatoes. A little bit of ranch dressing and I'm generally good to go. I tell you what, folks, there is nothing wrong. I'm a single edge guy. I'm a single edge and injector guy. That's what I really enjoy. That's what I really got into. Nothing wrong with two-sided thingies. Check his shave out. 2 passes. We could have quit after 1 pass. Nobody would have known the difference. But you know us. We got to follow our routines. And I'll tell you what, before I put that on, I want to wipe this off. And sitting here talking and about to get out of my routine. We don't need to do that. So yes, I went the simple route on the phone this time, and it's not turned around. So anything is going to be, you know, backwards. Normally I face the phone and use the back camera, but I didn't do that this time. I just threw it up. I used to do it this way all the time, and then it got to where every time I wanted to show somebody something, it was backwards, upside down, you know. So I turned the phone around where you could actually read stuff when I was showing it. But I don't think that's as big a necessity as it is all the time. So anyway, we just put the regular phone up tonight. Been a couple of minutes since I made a video, so I want to say hello to everybody. Miss Susie and Bryce and Agent 00 Devin. Doing good in school. Yes, Agent 00 Devin's still schooling. All right, he's going to get what he wants. We'll make it work. That's a good thing. Good to see young folks that work for what they want. Good to see. I don't think we have enough of that in the world. But anyway, there we go. Make sure we got cleaned up around that goatee. You can run a finger around the edge. Right there, a lot of times I have a little rough spot where I don't get around to goatee good. Oh, it's turkey season here, there, and yonder. I've seen some of my cousins have been turkey hunting and posting pictures on Facebook. A few of them getting lucky. I don't know, but some of them is probably not luck. They're probably really good turkey hunters. It kind of runs in the family. My granddad was a turkey hunter. My brother's a good turkey hunter. I'm mediocre at best. I don't know if I would make it to mediocre when it comes to turkey hunting. But my brother's a good turkey hunter. And hopefully they'll get some turkeys this year. A good fresh wild turkey is pretty good eating. We used to take the breast and you slice it up like chicken nuggets and bread it and fry it. And then everything else you boil it down, break the meat off the bone. Once it's boiled down, and mix it with celery and onions and mayonnaise and seasonings and stuff. And make turkey salad sandwiches out of it. You talk about good. And nowadays you would make lettuce wrap or that kind of stuff. I don't remember ever having lettuce wraps when I was younger, but those turkey salad sandwiches, I do remember those. Boy, they were good. My grandmother and my mom, absolutely. But most of the ones I remember were my grandmother, my nanny. We called her. She wouldn't be called Granny. It was Nanny. So a nanny would make turkey salad. Boy, that was good stuff. Food. Quickest way in the world to slip back to something nostalgic, right? A lot of times we're nostalgic for stuff that never really was, because the way we remember it, we remember all the good stuff. Don't remember all the 90s good stuff. But sometimes, especially when it comes to food, a lot of times good stuff is good stuff. I got a sample here of Oro Valley from Sterling, and I like it. I need to get a regular size bottle. And somewhere around here, I have the Oro Valley shave soap. I bought a full-size cake of it, and I'm not sure where that got off to. And what happens is I don't label things. And because I don't label things, sometimes I've got stuff floating around, and I don't really know what it is. But one of these days, I'll run across it, and I'll say, hey, that's the Oro Valley, and then we'll get a shave with it. Sterling soaps, as we all know, are great stuff. So, but for tonight, there we go. That's what we're going to use for a shave. We took off 3 or 4 days of growth. Our normal 3 passes. Beautiful, damn fine shave. Don't worry about BBS. BBS is a myth. Not saying you can't get it, but why bother? A couple of hours, you'll be back sandpaper anyway. ZuZu's Petals from Wet to Face. Now, I don't know what other scent. I don't know anything in the world about Wet to Face. I don't think I've ever gone and looked. I don't know what other scents they have or anything. But it's a good lathering soap. Feels good on the face. And it's slick. And it does everything it's supposed to the way it's supposed to do it. So thank you again for the folks that sent that to me. And we were talking about it because I couldn't remember exactly which show it came from and everything. ZuZu's. But there we are. Nice rose scent. Get our brush here, the Omega Pro, and then the hand-turned handle there, which is really neat in my book. So there we go. That's what's going on with me tonight. I've got to get a fairly quick shower and get in the uniform. I did do laundry earlier today before I lay down to take a nap, so I do have clean uniform stuff already. Don't have to worry about that. Already got a cigar for the ride in to work, so I don't got to worry about stopping for a cigar. So timing should be okay. Tonight, we're going to finish up our last cup of coffee for the night. And then we'll start our fasting for the blood work in the morning. Wish me luck on the blood work. Everything should be good, and the doctor should not be yelling at me. We'll see. You know how doctors are. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.